Savannah, thank you so much for coming and being part of this video this morning. Obviously, today, Sunday in church, we're focusing on racial reconciliation, and you lead our racial reconciliation team here at City Church. I would love to just hear a little bit about the team and maybe a bit about why you chose to be a part of that and to lead that.
So our team is currently made up of 6 people, and we formed last summer and have been meeting every 3 to 4 weeks, really to pray, dream, talk about what does it look like to have a ministry of racial reconciliation at City Church. And we define racial reconciliation as how do we join God in his work to bring wholeness to individuals, relationships, and systems impacted by the injustice of racism. And the reason I am so passionate about racial reconciliation is as I've been on this journey, I've just realized how much God has a heart for it. And he calls all of his followers to join him in this. He is a God of justice and a God of restoration, and he wants us to join him in that. And so I want to do that. And I'm also passionate because as I've been on this journey, people have walked alongside me. It's kept me from getting stuck when I feel overwhelmed, maybe a bit uncomfortable, maybe just feeling discouraged. And they've walked alongside me, and I want to walk alongside people as they're on this journey as well.
I know that this has actually been a lifelong journey for you to kind of get your head around this and really grow in it. Can you just tell us a little bit about your own story?
So I was really fortunate to grow up in a multiracial family. My mom is white, my stepdad's Black, and I have 3 biracial siblings. So it was very common growing up to talk about race and racism, and especially my stepdad's experience of being a Black man in America. I realized that racism isn't just an individual experience. So it can't just be addressed through us changing our personal prejudices. It's also systemic. So it's going to take all of us working together. It really influenced my vocation and going into social work and serving marginalized populations, and even influencing where I volunteer and organizations I support.
Just tell us a little bit about some of the things you're hoping to do this year, and specifically this first opportunity we're going to extend to people to learn.
So as a team, we really want to provide around 3 to 4 opportunities every year for people to learn about racism and racial reconciliation, and then also respond to what we're learning. And so this first activity is going to be more learning. We are going to be reading a book together. It is called I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness, right here. And it's written by Austin Channing Brown. And this is really her story. She talks about growing up as a Black Christian woman, how she's navigated white spaces, predominantly white spaces in work and ministry. And we have decided to have 2 ways that people can study the book as a church. So the first option is a 3-session small group discussion over Zoom. And so that's February 3rd, February 17th, and March 3rd. And then another option is we'll have one larger discussion on March 10th at 7 p.m. And the format of that will be, we'll have a group of panelists to kind of discuss their reactions to the book. And then we'll have a larger group discussion.
I know that you had a large response from the survey that you sent out. Lots of people say they wanted to do the book study. Just tell us a little bit about, because you did not get their names with that. It was an anonymous response. So just encourage those people to put their hands in the air again, to contact you, and just tell us what you hope people will get from doing this book study.
Yes, I'm so grateful to everybody who responded to the survey, but yes, it was anonymous. So we don't know exactly who wants to participate. So please respond via text today, and we'll reach out and you'll have a way to sign up. And as far as what I'm hoping people will get out of it, I think personal reflection as we hear and listen to a racial justice leader, as well as a Black woman sharing her experience. But I think also hopefully some encouragement and next steps for us as a church, and how can we really pursue true racial reconciliation, so it's not a surface level racial harmony, or but how to really do this work together and dig in together.
Savanah, thank you so much for sharing with us today. We've got a lot more we're going to talk about this morning, but I can't wait to see how the book study works out. I want to just give a shout out to you and your whole team for all you're doing. Thank you so much. We look forward to hearing more in the weeks and months ahead.
Thanks, Al.